Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. I am Octane, your host, and today we're going to take a look at the final deck for this season, which is a Fire Commander deck, and the killer skill is a Beast Killer event. So this week we've got Torrid Tag Team, and it creates 10 Firepower Gem 7s. It converts all non-firepower gem to firepower gem, and then it upgrades all firepower gem by 2 rank. It then becomes immune to enemies' damage for 1 turn, and it's got a 4-turn cooldown. But we've got something new this week, which is called Improved Haste. And this one, what it will do at the start of each wave, so bear that in mind, it's wave, it increases self-damage by 100% and reset the cooldown and fully charges this hero's battle skill, so it can be used immediately. So it's every single wave. So what a wave is, it's like on the quest map you've got waves. In GVG, after you kill one of the bosses, the next boss will be considered as a wave. So this will work quite well in the quest map situation and in GVG. That's where this haste will work quite well. On a solo boss or on a guild boss, you will, so at the start of each wave, so when you just start, that will be considered as a wave. So it will fill your battle skill and it will give you the 100% damage increase. However, after you use your battle skill in that situation, you won't be able to get the 100% damage after. So you'll only get that 100% damage on in that situation. The second passive will give you 10 additional power gem, but these are power gem 8s rather than the power gem 7s that your battle skill actually creates. and this will happen at the start of each turn. So every single turn you will get those 8 fire power gem 8s. So this is quite nice for the wave fight. So every single wave you'll have 100% damage increase, which is quite good. So this is quite good for the wave fights, not so good for the solo bosses and for the guild bosses. This week we've got Flatline, which you don't have to worry about Flatline too much, because Flatline is mostly effective when your deck is revived, so that affects revive. Thorns is not too bad either, because we've got immunity, but Thorns will affect your health, but it won't kill you. If it takes your health too low and you get hit by one of the bosses, then you'll die. But I wouldn't worry too much about those 2 debuffs for this week. So the 2 debuffs for this week they're quite mild when it comes to debuff. Is this a brilliant card? If you are looking for something that will do well in GVG, in say the fire side of things, I would consider this card. It would be quite nice. Will it perform will it outperform, say, Heretic Hunters? I wouldn't think so. So is it something that you could go for? If you have the coins and you could go for just one ultimate form for this season, I would say go for the light ultimate form. The light ultimate form would be your best bet for this season. So the light ultimate form I would recommend as the best ultimate form for this season. The next card that we've got on the screen is the Master Collection card, which create your 10 fire power gem 7s and become immune to enemy attack for 1 turn. So this one doesn't reset, so that will be your power gem generator, and it will give your immunity. So Illustrious Incendiary is your next card, and it's your ultra rare for this week, which converts all non-fire power gems to fire power gems and upgrade all fire power gems by 2 rank. It's got a 4-turn cooldown, but it's got the new and improved haste. So this will work quite well in the quest map as well. Combine this with your ultimate form, and they will do quite a bit of damage in the quest map as well. This one doesn't give you the immunity, but that's neither here nor there. And if you compare this to the Master Collection card, I would say this one is a bit better than the Master Collection card. So if you only can craft 1 card from this event, I would say craft the Ultra Rare. The Ultra Rare is far better than the Master Collection card. So we're gonna have a look at the supporting card for this week, which is Iggy Incendiary, and Iggy creates 4 fire power gem 4s. Now I am quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with a support card that creates 4 fire power gem 4s. Now that is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm talking about. Now this for me is a really decent supporting card. It's a usable supporting card. It's a supporting card that will help people who are just starting out in the game, people who are quite low down in the leagues. This will help you out quite a lot. This is quite nice. It's also got improved haste at the start of each wave, increase self damage by 100%, and reset cooldown, and fully charge heroes battle skill, so it can be used immediately. Now this is brilliant. I think this supporting card is absolutely brilliant. These are the type of supporting card I want to see a lot more of. Now that's a supporting card I am willing to say, yeah, here's a supporting card. Supporting card is nice if you're just starting out the game. That is absolutely brilliant. Now this is your main hero, and your main hero creates 6 fire power gem 5s. When ambushing, becomes immune to enemies attack for 1 turn. So ambushing only resets when you die. It creates 6 power gem 5s, which is quite nice. Once you've activated the battle skill, it gives you the immunity, but it does create 6 power gem 5s every time you have to activate the battle skill. However, the battle skill has got a 4-turn cooldown, so I would say the supporting card is far better than the main hero, and that's, I've never really said that ever before since I've been playing this game. I've never ever said that the supporting card is better than the main hero. The main hero is always far better than the supporting card, and for me, I would say I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to actually say the supporting card is far better than the main hero, because I've never seen it before where a supporting card is better than the main hero, which is really good. Really good. That's how fantastic the supporting hero is. It's far better than the main hero. So we're gonna have a look at deck combination, suggested deck combination I should say, and we are gonna have a look at past ultimate forms. Now, past ultimate form, the worst of which is Servants of Savagery. Now this is a rainbow deck, and it is quite useless. It's oldest of the three. It converts up to 5 columns of the board into rainbow of power gem 1s at a rate of 2 columns plus 1 additional column per 100 fire commander skill points. Passive ability: if the entire board has been converted to rainbow in 1 turn, increase fire commander's attack by 50% for 2 turns. Not very useful. The next one is it creates an ultimate gem, which, as I said, it's outdated, not very powerful, wasn't very powerful. After the first season of having ultimate gems, they nerfed the ultimate gems, and they haven't been the same or even useful for that matter afterwards. So that's absolutely useless. So we've got one more passive: if the entire board has been converted to rainbow in 1 turn, decrease damage taken by 15%. Not very useful. That's quite a useless card. So Flame Bound Taurus is the next one, and this one has got the bonus attack. So create 4 fire power gem 4s plus 1 more per 150 beast killer intensity now and at the start of the next 3 turns. Then unleash a magma, dealing all the stored damage and then resetting it to 0. So it uses stored damage and then deal back that damage, which not really that brilliant. It's not brilliant. I think that skill was absolutely pointless back then. They've improved that skill with the likes of Steel Force and so on, which is much better, but that skill was absolute just a waste of time. This one, every 5th attack increases all enemies turn count by 1. Then you've got Magma Glands. Every time this era does damage, it stores the amount of damage done. Once 3 attacks are stored, no additional damage will be stored until volcanic annihilation is unleashed, and that is what that one does. Now here is the one that I love the most. Wish I had it at 6 pink star. I've got the 3 pink star, and it's awoken 5 times. I think this one will do very well in the event. It converts all non-fire power gem to fire power gems, and then it upgrades all fire power gems by 2 rank, and then it creates 14 fire power gems, 14 fire power gems 7s. It then increase self attack by 275%. Well, it's not your 300% like most cards have got, but 275% is okay. It's quite useful, and that happens for 1 turn. It's got gem raining ability, which is absolutely useless, but apart from that, it is a really good card. So that is Heretic Hunters. Unfortunately, I haven't got really good relics when it comes to Beast Killer. I've got this one, and this one is the most modern. This one will break 2 beast shield plus 1 per commander ultimate hero on the team at the beginning of the battle, so that one will work quite well. We've got this one. This one is a Slayer. This one is for the other wrestling deck, but that is for Fire Slayers. This is Light Slayer. That one is for Water, and that one is for water as well. So those are some of my relics. So this is a combo that I thought might work quite well for the solo bosses and the guild bosses. And this use Brothers in Arms, Dungeon Deliverers, Heretic Hunters, Metaverse Master, who needs no introduction, and Avenging Fairies. So Avenging Fairies is the card that's gonna give you that 200% damage. Its battle skill is reset, so this hero battle skill can be used twice per cooldown. So I would have loved to see a card that could reset its battle skill. So I was hoping that the current ultimate form would be able to reset its battle skill, so it's got a reset. It would go quite well with this card, but it doesn't work that way. So this one will give a nice boost to the first fire commander to activate their battle skill. Again, haven't got really good relics, but I'm trying to get my Ray staff along with most of my legend relics up to about 4 pink stars. It's gonna take me a while, but that is what it is. This one I'm considering to use for the wave fight again. Avenging Fairies, Dungeon Deliverers, Brothers in Arms, Exalted Champion, which is an old card, but it's quite nice. This one creates 18 firepower gem 5s over 3 turn at a rate of 6 plus 6 each every turn for 3 turns. It increases all damage dealt by fire commander by 100%, so it does give you a little bit of boost as well. Altian's New God is quite a nice one as well. It creates 6 firepower gems 6s, and now and at the start of the next 2 turn increases fire command damage by 80% and massively increase the drop rate of fire gems for 3 turns. So Altian New God is a nice one as well. You do have a few fire commander cards that can be used as well. So Steel Force is not much use unless you've got that, say, 6 pink star and walk on 5 time, and you can get it to deal quite a bit of damage. You've got Perceptive Guru, which is an immortal killer card. Nitro Champs, no, not really something that you want to start use. Emulating Fae is unstoppable, and it does dispel debuffs, but as I said, the debuffs this week are not too bad. Ray. Is Ray usable? As legendaries are not really that usable. Now, it wasn't something that I would put on my deck unless you want to bring together like a fire deck and a commander deck, then you use Ray as a lead card, and that would work efficiently. So those are some of the suggested cards, suggested combination. Those are 3 historic ultimate forms that will give you the killer skill, the best of which is Heretic Hunter. If you've got Heretic Hunters, I would say craft the Light Slayer ultimate form that we had last week. That one is really good. Of all the ultimate forms for this season, let's have a look at past ultimate forms for this season. So we've got the Water, which I personally think is not brilliant. It's okay, but it's not brilliant. So it creates 12 water power gem 8s and increase water commanders damage by 130% now and for the next 2 turns. It's got Revive and it's got Last Stand as well. Okay, but not brilliant. The Dark. I think the Dark is a bit better than the Water. It creates 12 dark power gem 7s. 12 dark power gem 8, unleashing a copy of this hero's strongest attack this battle, targeting one enemy. When ambushing, increases self damage by 120% for 1 turn instead of unleashing the attack. So this one's got haste. It hasn't got improve haste, but it's got haste on board. I found that this one is more usable than the water ultimate form. Now you've got the earth. The earth grants the next earth commander to use their battle skill at 200% damage buff for one turn, and then it heals for 300%. This hero's battle skill can be used twice per cooldown. This one is okay. It's almost like the current ultimate form. It's okay. I would say we haven't got much card that can reset their battle skill to benefit from the ability to take the 400% that this card has to offer, because when this card resets its battle skill, it can give the same card or another card 200% damage increase, which is quite good. But it's even better when you got a card that can reset its own battle skill, just like Bewitching Conjurers. This one, however, I really like. I think this one I would choose as the number one ultimate form for this season. It converts non-light power gems to light power gems and upgrade all light power gems by 2 rank. Then creates 14 light power gem 8s and increases self damage by 300%. I like this one. I think this one is absolutely brilliant. I think this one is the best ultimate form of the season. I would give that one number 1. Then for number 2, I would say I would go for the earth. Number 3, I'd go for the dark. Number 4, I would say, what would I choose for number 4? I'd say for number 4, I'd choose the fire, and last I would choose the water. That's my preference anyway. So that is it for me this week. If the information has been helpful, you can leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. This is Octane saying thanks for your support, thanks for watching the videos. Until we do possible combination, have a great day. Bye for now.